Dottie? Dottie! Dottie!
Oh!
No, who's that? Who's that?
Stella. Mr. Quartermaine?
Yes, Herbert. What are you doing up so late?
I came down for a glass of milk. I couldn't sleep. How many times did that clock chime?
I don't know.
What time is it anyway?
Well, my watch says 1 o'clock.
Well, let's see what it says.
Dottie!
Oh.
Dottie!
Oh, Mr. Quartermaine!
I'm down here!
Oh, Mr. Quartermaine, she's dead! She's dead! We came down here, you all right?
No, stay away. Jennings, check the doors and windows downstairs.
Right away. No one to set off your
Oh,
alarm.
my God, quit!
Don't look.
Oh,
Stella, go upstairs and check, see my mother's all right. She's dead. You sure? Yes, I'm sure.
Oh, my God.
All right, I'll call the police.
More publicity.
This is a murder.
No, Phoebe Pritchett's death wasn't an accident.
What? Everything's locked in the living room and study. No one came in that way. No, I can't help it. Did somebody do this house?
Can't someone cover up the
Don't
poor
anybody
woman?
do anything until the police get here.
I know how much you love Dorothy.
Oh, that poor dear woman.
Maybe we shouldn't have fired Mr. Scorpio.
Yes, that was a terrible mistake.
Oh, is that the... Oh, yes, excuse me.
Police, come in. Hold it! Oh, why am I surprised to see you here?
Hiya, mate. All right, Jennings, where's the body?
The lady's body is over by the grandfather clock.
Thank you.
Oh, that's Dr. Wallace.
Where's Dorothy?
Hey, what's going on here?
Dorothy's body's gone. This man was knocked unconscious.
Well, now, he stayed down here while we went upstairs to dress.
So where's the body of the victim?
She's gone.
How we doing?
We haven't had time to develop anything yet, but if you'll check with me later, I'll let you know what I have.
Thanks, mate.
I'll tell you, this is the damnedest thing I ever saw.
I didn't see, namely the body.
Yeah. No corpus delicti, no body, not much of a crime.
Yeah, but everybody in this household swears that they saw Dorothy lying close to that grandfather clock with a knife stuck in her chest.
Yeah, that certainly sounds like a crime to me.
Committed by a murderer with a fetish for neatness. Took away the body, not to mention the murder weapon.
He or she.
Perhaps even they.
Search the house, Chief. Nothing.
Well, keep looking. Take as many people as you need. We'll organize a thorough search of the grounds outside.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Mr. Scorpio.
Ah, Miss Clayton. My associate, Sean Donnelly, and Chief Lewis, I think you know.
Yes, hello. May I please have a word with Mr. Scorpio?
Yeah, sure. I want to make sure everybody's back in the living room anyway.
Nice meeting you.
Ah,
Jennings. Thank you.
I'm very grateful to you
for what?
for being here.
Just doing my job.
The one I keep trying to take away from you. You must think I'm bizarre, to say the least.
You're not about to fire me again, are you?
No. I just hope you can find the killer before it happens again.
You are wrong. I didn't say anything. You didn't have to. Look, this has nothing to do with the Watson case.
Oh, doesn't it?
Look, just because there was a good-looking woman involved in that, too.
Yeah, who tipped Dick Watson off to a major spy ring and then turned out to be the Dragon Lady herself.
Is that what you think Autumn is?
I don't know who Autumn is, but at least I'm keeping an open mind.
Well, so am I.
Right.
Oh, come off it, Sean. This is, after all, a murder case.
Has everybody got a cup of coffee?
Would anyone prefer tea?
Whatever. Please, folks, please, settle down. Would you mind? Just settle down. Look, I've asked Mr. Robert Scorpio to brief you. I'm going to go over some of my notes and organize them, and then we'll ask you some questions. Scorpio?
Thank you, Chief. Now, as you all know, there was a murder committed here not just a few hours ago. until everybody, and I mean everybody, can present a viable alibi, Chief Lewis, and to an extent myself, no one, and I mean no one, is above suspicion.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, Edward, please.
This is my house.
You're absolutely right, Father. I'll tell you, I, for one, can't begin to understand how you can include Autumn in this investigation.
All right. So, you were all in bed at the time of the murder, that is, except for Stella and Mr. Herbert Quartermaine.
Yes, that's right.
Stella, you were coming down for a cup of tea?
No, a glass of milk. Sometimes a glass of milk helps me sleep.
Stella, where were you when you first saw the body?
Oh, I turned on the light, and then I walked towards the grandfather's clock.
What did you see?
Oh, I saw Dorothy fall on the floor. Oh, it was just awful.
Tell me, where was Herbert at that moment?
He was standing right next to me.
Oh, Mr. Quartermaine, tell me, what were you doing up at that hour?
Well, I was there to meet Dorothy.
Why?
Well, because she gave me a note asking me to meet her at the grandfather clock at 1 a.m. She said she knew who killed Pritchett.
What?
Probably the reason she was killed. We may have a motive here.
Bertie didn't do it.
Nobody said he did yet.
Well, you keep on accusing him.
No. Nobody is accusing anybody right now. We're just trying to sift through the truth to get the facts out.
Anybody else here know about this note? Those two were hounding Herbert about something all evening.
We certainly were not.
He never told us anything.
What was it you were trying to find out?
I didn't say that he was trying to find out anything. What is this, a kangaroo court?
It's not any kind of a court. We're just trying to find the truth.
Well, then, ask Autumn. Because the first thing that she did when she came home last night was go into a private meeting with my father.
That's right. He could have shown her the note. In fact, he probably did, because he tells her everything.
Is that right?
That he tells me everything?
Let's just limit ourselves to the matter at hand, like the note.
This is the first I've heard of it.
Then what was the meeting about?
Well, I wanted...
That proves it.
It doesn't prove anything.
Dr. Wallace, now, you say you stayed with the body the whole time that the rest of the family went up and got out of their nightclothes.
Yes, after I determined that it was lifeless. We were extremely careful not to touch anything.
Go on.
That's the extent of it. Next thing I knew, I was knocked out.
You all right?
Yes,
You look a little pale. Do you feel faint?
I'm fine.
Would you like me to get you some coffee?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Doctor, did you see your assailant?
No, not at all. I was keeping an eye on the deceased, and the next thing I knew, you and the others were standing over me, demanding to know what happened to her.
Yeah, it's a very good question. What did happen to her? Would you swear that the victim was dead when you examined her?
Without question.
We all saw it.
All right, Stella, please. And you sure about the murder weapon?
Well, it was some sort of a dagger. I mean, naturally, I didn't remove it. It was a knife, a letter opener.
All right. Thank you very much. I guess that's all for now.
Well, thank heavens.
No, not so fast. I want to ask some more questions after we find the body, so please don't anybody leave town.
He asked me it was some outside riffraff.
I don't agree. I think it was an inside job, and I've got a pretty good idea who did it.
Well, you want to tell me who you suspect?
No.
Stella, dear, you've been through quite an ordeal. I think you should come and lie down.
No, thank you. I'm all right.
Alan, don't you think you should take her blood pressure?
Yes, I'll be glad to. Come on, Stella.
Don't worry, I just can't breathe.
Come on, Stella.
Don't fuss.
Okay.
Chief, I, for one, want to thank you for your professionalism.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. I'm very happy that it's you handling the investigation.
Yes.
Why is that?
Well, we do know Mr. Scorpio, at least by reputation.
Mr. Scorpio happens to be a very fine detective.
Oh, I'm sure he is, but he was hired by Autumn. I mean, how impartial can he be?
Well, I think Mr. Scorpio is about as impartial as I am. Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
Not at
Thank you
all.
very much.